Saturday morning we had Sunbury come down to Melton, one of the shorter tracks for them. Melton was victorious with 9-6-60 compared to a Sunbury Lions being 7-3-45. In terms of goals, we had Tom Simpson with 4, who extends his good year in front of the goal sticks. We had Jordan McGregor with 1, Griffo with 1, Joshua Parsons, Travis Ferry, and Ryan Carter all with singles. Sunbury won the Lions with 14-10-94 compared to the Bloods being 6-7-43. Unfortunately, we struggled with a few numbers today, so Matthew Gunn kicked 2 goals, being the playing coach. Jack Hughes with 1, Heath Bella a fill-in, he kicked a goal, Brody Ritchie with 1, and Brad Williams with a single. In the best, we had one of the younger fellas, Ashton Crone, being best of field, just beating Raymond Newman, who have been playing some quite good football over the last couple of weeks. The trustee Tristan Batten, Andrew Bartlett, and Matthew Griffin, and also the younger variety of the Newmans also. So tonight we've got Travis Ferry from the 18s and Stretch something from the reserves. So this morning we had a good win with the 18s, with Travis Ferry playing a key part. Obviously, last week he kicked, something along the lines of that. Kicked a match winner against Redan, which is good for the finals hopes. In the terms of the next couple of weeks, what are your thoughts on yourself going forward and Dave as a coach?
Yeah, I was a bit lucky to get that goal against Redan. A bit of a shank, but goes 6 points to 6 points. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, we got a good chance to make finals this year. I think we've got to win the next 3 games by a fair bit and hope things go our way. And Dave's doing well as a coach. Obviously, a lot of our good players are going up and playing ones, and they're playing good. So a lot of our younger boys have stepped up, and yeah.
Lovely. So we've obviously got East Point, Melton South, and North Ballarat for the last 3 weeks. What are your thoughts on your role in the next couple of weeks? Will you stay up forward, or we head down back for a bit of support?
Yeah, I've been forward in midfield this year, which is a good change up. I used to play backline at my previous club, but no, I think Dave's pretty confident, and I think the boys are confident with each other, and we all play our roles. So probably just keep me where I am, and yeah.
I guess playing in the midfield is pretty handy. Having a good pre-season here helps with the engine, and it works out well. So with you, Stretch, obviously we had a loss down at the Blood Bank this morning or this afternoon. You were playing the seniors a couple of games, and you head back down in the twos. Has Brad talked to you in depth or with anything hopefully coming up over the next couple of weeks or coming in the future?
Not a lot has been said. Just pretty much he's been told me just keep going the way I'm going and keep doing what I'm trying to do. Play the type of football that is required at senior level, and that's what I've been trying to do.
So in the final couple of weeks, we'll get our forward pocket specialist, Jake Buddy, back from Europe. So your thoughts on him playing up in the guts, hopefully next year after getting a good pre-season? I'm not too sure if Matthew Gunn will be coaching next year just on past performances. But if so, if he does get a good pre-season, do you think he'll be able to run through the guts?
Pig and pre-season it doesn't really go together that well. He's probably he's got a lot of work to do, especially from that holiday he's got doing at the moment. Yeah, right. He's got probably a few kicks that we'll have to work off.
So we had Sunbury come down a few dirt roads today to McPherson Park, with Sunbury being victorious. They were 8-7-55 to Melton 4-7-31. With goals to singles to Melton, Angus Grigg, one of the big recruits in the start of the year, Jordan Kite, the younger brother of Braden Kite, Nicholas Gale and Kane Wilson. In the best, we had Jakey Pickey, Riley Walker, Jack Walker, Daniel Walker, Connor Griffiths, and again, I think it's 4 weeks in a row now with Kane Wilson being in the bests. So today we were down the blood bank against Sunbury. Obviously we had the loss by about 4 goals. Ryan wasn't with us today. He was up at the coaching box. He had a bit of a sore knee. He's strained his ACL. So what were we thought from upstairs today?
Yeah, obviously I thought the first half was pretty well. We matched it well with him. Yeah, hang on.
Keep going.
Yeah, no, we matched it well with him in the first half, I thought. But then in the second half, obviously, we lost hicks early in the game and the rotations were down, so I thought that sort of cost us in the end. Our pressure really dropped off in that second half. Something to take into next week, I guess. It's a bit of a learning curve, and the next 3 weeks are really important for us.
So we've got, I think, 3 weeks now that it's basically do or die. So in terms of your knee, your health, and I guess the next 3 weeks going forward for yourself and the club, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get back there before the end of the year. I think we've got a really good shot with the last 3 games. If we can put it together in the park, then that's what we're aiming for. And yeah, we just really need to put it together and start playing as a team and keep that pressure up, not just for a half, but for a full game.
Beautiful. So needless to say, the next couple of weeks are pretty important to make finals. Hypothetically, if we don't, you've been here for the last couple of years. Yeah. Have you seen a bit of a change over, like in the culture at the club, with the boys coming in, boys leaving, that kind of thing? So, and thoughts on next year with having a new coaching panel and going forward from there?
Yeah, no, definitely. I can definitely see us moving forward and moving in the right direction. Obviously, you got the big names like you got your Gus and Ben Archard and who else we got? Oh, and yourself, you obviously come across this year, just sort of didn't really get on the park. But yeah, hopefully big pre-season for you next year, and I reckon you'll be a real key for us either in the midfield or up forward next year. And it's definitely changed. You can tell the club's moving forward, and yeah, see how we go. Beautiful.
Fingers crossed we have a good couple of wins over the next couple of weeks, and hopefully we get everything going. Beautiful. Thanks for your time, Ryan.
No worries. And yeah, just congratulations on the signing, and it's good to have you back here for next year.
Next week we have East Point away, so we'll be travelling down the freeway, and I guess against all three age groups, all 3 sides, we'll be looking to get the win. It'll be pretty important in terms of our final expectation and hopes.